I'm going to take you on a trip if you're willing to listen to me.
It's 106 miles to Chicago. We got a full tank of gas, half a pack of cigarettes. It's dark, and we're wearing sunglasses. Hit it.
I call this the Menifee, and it's not a song. If I was to say insurance fraud is with aspirations sold to officials seeking to save assets yesterday, would you understand how money works? While obviously understanding little details, you oddly understand hell offers welcome. Multiple organizations negotiating aimlessly, yakking, while others really know suffering. If I was to say, listen, quantum physics isn't just a phenomenon, it's a way of thinking to understand things differently, to reject and accept at the same time, a Libra-scope. If I had $100,000 and access to hackers, I could engineer someone to get a tattoo, I could engineer someone to sell their car, I could engineer someone to commit a crime, I could engineer everyone into getting yoga pants or going to the gym at the same time. Black Friday, I could get everyone to go to Walmart, I could engineer the media to sell fear to everyone, so everyone's like, gotta buy bullets, or to raise gas prices. All of these things can be social engineered. They are social engineered. That's what it is. What if someone could be engineered into a place of power? I could engineer exact words into someone's mouth. The good guys didn't always win. That's where me and my brother differ on things. So, what if now I said they could do my bidding on the flip? If quantum physics is real and someone has social engineered an entire state or government, then the opposite must exist. It's like cops and robbers, right? What's Illuminati? Everything's a mask. Wear your mask, America. Coronavirus. I like Twisted Tea. Not only is undermining national democracies entirely rambunctious, steady turmoil acquires national debt. Everyone's xenophobic and calculated to lifestyles, yelling how often war makes our nation exalt yesterday's workers, or recessions. Knowledge speaks. No, I understand exactly how money works. It's where the people put it. And it is influence or immunity to influence to it. If everyone's watching the same TikTok and every radio show you listen to watches the same TikTok, doesn't communism already exist because of persuasion, fear, and want, instinct? So they make a red and blue gang or a red and blue political point of view. Or is some old rich dude being blackmailed to run the country while somebody else is being paid to fix it? The thing is, a lot of people fuck up and don't give a fuck. Others fuck up and want to fix it. The thing is when you come into something fucked up, do you continue to be controlled to hope that people will make the right decisions? Or do you just accept? With that being said, hang on. Music was cool for a second. With that being said, here's something. There are millions of tattoo artists. There are millions of hot bitches. There are millions of starving and millions of richer than the medium compared to one country. I work construction. Billions. The box. Think about The Office, okay? I met a kid named Corey. Corey lived in a box called Subway his entire life. He was behind a bar serving up sandwiches to people. So when Corey came to construction, he did not see the machine 200 feet away. He did not think to be aware of traffic that could potentially be harmed by construction machinery. He was in a box for so long that he was accustomed to seeing lunch meat and small lightweight utensils for creating food, which is very, very important as far as benefiting a fast-paced society that needs food for lunch. However, whenever someone's inside of a box, whenever someone's inside of a factory at an assembly line and repeats the same process over and over, They become accustomed and indoctrinated into believing a specific way. Maybe it's just TikTok. Maybe it's the same way. I have said fuck that at every turn, and now I feel outcasted, outlined, and outnumbered. But because of science, for every action, there's an equal and opposite reaction. Not to be a smartass, but just to put this into perspective, John is a tattoo artist. So even though he was extremely tired of hourglass tattoos, butterflies, and dream catchers, did he say no more and give them to my cousin to do? Did he ask, why the fuck does every white girl want this? Maybe there was ads for it. Cousin Jared said social engineering affects everything. It can make life hell or heaven, I guess, even to the best of us. With that same thought or feeling being applied, super rich gangsters show off slacked pants, grills, sipping promethazine and stuff. But who makes money off slack pants? Is it the media? Who makes money off of grills? Is it advertisement and drugs? It's whoever the fuck is selling it to the hospital, and probably whoever created Ozarks. It's just legal drug dealing with a shield called government. Do you understand money? Because someone has checks and balances. How does money work? By throwing, excuse me for saying it, but I'm going to say it like this, just people don't listen unless they're mad. How does money work? By throwing niggas in the hood. Keep them rich niggas at the top because they can't afford to not have another job while possibly even conversing. If this nigga's going to do this or that, reverse engineer the save a country machine in that sentence. I know how prisons put my cousin into prison. Psychologists threw me into a way of thinking, and hospitals created my dad's name. Apply all three of those, and that's how my sister was killed. Seriously. I mean, she was a drug addict, but psychology, you're like, it's much easier to persuade somebody when they're under the influence of something. If someone decides they don't need instinct, food, water, clothing, reproduction, and shelter, they die. Gandhi says that's living. I say that's beer, or it's really fucked up, or otherwise known as money, because people are suffering. They're intentionally being sufferable because there's money in it. Got enough money to make people suffer, they're going to want to ease their suffering. See what I'm saying? The common denominator is they are keeping us fucked up and creating inspirations to follow in the fucked upism. Fuck Gandhi, he's gonna die anyway if he hasn't already. Mentally, is there a weapon to corrupt government? Or are they saying, don't be controlled? Or are they asking, is every single thing we have in life created by opposition, or does opposition create? The heaven-hell outlook. So when someone says, I think you might like this song, are you reading the words, looking at the title, or are you seeing two books you've read before? Get hit hard enough, you might see three. The truth is, if a tat artist can see that, if prisoners see that, if advocates of sobriety see that, then how many people exist that are fucked up, that are being controlled by TikTok for tats, for meth, for beer, for fun, or instinct? Could it possibly go up to politicians?